haven't watched Odyssey. You guys
That's crazy.
right?
We watched it right after it came out. Yeah, like a day after.
I remember when I asked you about it, you're like, the response you gave me was like kind of like it's mid.
No, man, I was just telling you to temper your expectations. I didn't want to get you too hyped up.
Yeah.
So I was like purposely being vague about it. For me, I feel like I'm digested it now. I feel like it's a top 10 movie for me.
Yeah, I really liked it.
It was so good.
So good, yeah. Because it was like 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours long.
It was
But like it
almost
kept you engaged the entire time.
Yeah.
So
Well,
interesting.
I think because the way the Odyssey is, like, there's so many stories in like one, so it feels like it's fast, even though it's like, you know, so long.
And then while you watch it, you realize, oh, we've heard these stories before in the past.
They're in everything, like Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur did it, a whole episode.
Like Simpsons did all of them.
Yeah.
This is all stuff you know. And like I didn't even know because we watched it right away. So I read up on it after, kept seeing shit online that so much of it is practically filmed. So much of it. And that just makes it so much more impressive.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit, like none of this is CGI.
Yeah.
Like even I don't want to spoil
the
it.
Cyclops, everyone knows.
Yeah. But even that was practical, a large part of it.
Guy.
Yeah.
Not
Not a real guy.
Some giant with one eye. Yeah, I mean, to me, like, it's an impressive movie. I feel like it kind of brought back like that how everyone felt when Dark Knight came out and everyone wanted to rush it to theaters. People were talking about it for a month, right?
Yeah.
It's just the world we live in today. People have already forgotten about this. Nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Nobody
So
talks
quick,
about shit.
Yeah, Dark Knight was more like years.
Yeah, and then
talked
you
about
see
it.
all of these people talking about their, like, you know, what's the best movie of all time, if this is in there and stuff. Even outside of Nolan movies, I feel like
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's up there.
Yeah.
For me, both of those are in my top 10. Dark Knight and this. I'm putting it in my top 10. I liked it that much.
Yeah, I don't
can't
think
believe
that's a big statement.
You thought I said it was mid. I was just telling you to temper your expectations.
I like war movies, right? Or even Greek mythology movies like Troy and
it's
stuff,
cool.
right? They're cool, right? But even war movies like Dunkirk or what was the other one?
Oppenheimer.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's
That's Nolan too, right?
I don't know. Is
I
it?
think so.
I wouldn't
No,
know.
I don't
could
think so.
Look it up.
Yeah, but
It's Damon though.
yeah, Damon.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few of them. But like, yeah, the war movies are already usually dope. But like, then there's always a Goodfellas, Godfather kind of thing. Scarface, right? Star Wars,
Goodfellas is always in there for me.
Lord of
Top
the
10.
Rings.
What were we watching yesterday and you said he was being Scarface?
Oh, that new Kevin Hart movie.
Oh, my God.
72 hours.
Were we just tired? But we were cracking up. We were laughing so much. It had horrible ratings online, right?
I don't know if
it was
it's
like 13%.
it's like, it's like 40% or 50% audience,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
and like 13% like you know
It was
critic.
entertaining because he's a comedian, but it was such a dumb story.
I was so tired, and I don't know if it's because we had a few beers or
Yeah.
whatever, but like I'm just sitting there. We were dying laughing. I haven't laughed that hard.
Tony Montana's so bad.
It's so
Yeah.
bad. I couldn't stop laughing.
It's so
though.
predictable.
And he kept
You were
breaking
laughing
character.
too.
I was laughing.
Yo, he kept breaking character, and they didn't even
Yeah,
like reshoot it. There's people laughing in the background. Like
live during the scenes, everyone's just cracking up.
maybe that made it more funny. Like
I don't know, man.
Because
I thought the
bloopers
show
are
was
so funny.
Like,
You
yo,
ever just
yeah,
watch
the bloopers were jokes, yeah.
But like anytime there's bloopers,
Yeah.
I feel like I laugh harder at that than the actual movie.
Yeah.
I mean, his Tony Montana though, man, that shit.
Tony Montana.
It was so
No, he was
bad.
somebody else. He changed the first name to
Yeah.
something.
To whatever his actual name was in the
Yeah.
movie.
But having all those young comics and shit like that, like I think it made it cool. He's trying to tap into something. I think
Yeah.
they're trying to do the super bad thing. I don't know if it hit like that, but
No, it didn't hit like that.
yeah, but
Yo,
for
I
a
was,
stupid
like,
funny movie, I don't know, man.
How much I laughed, my face was hurting. I was laughing that much.
That funny. No,
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was just like I was tired or I was a little tipsy.
Yeah. And then when we were watching, I was like, this is a bad movie, but I couldn't stop laughing.
It's just Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart makes
Even
me
the
laugh.
premise of it. They randomly throw his name into a group chat so he ends up at a bachelor
It's
party.
such a
It's
bad
so
premise.
stupid.
Yeah, I didn't even understand that part. I'm
And
like,
how
who
the
is he
gangsters
friends
get
with?
involved?
And you guys were like, he was randomly invited. I'm totally missed that part.
I guess it could happen. But
But yeah, you guys hear about the talk of the town, LeBron going to
Who
Philly?
didn't hear about that?
Holy.
Finally, right? 8 mil, 2 years.
Yo, everyone
I like
was,
it though.
everyone was saying, you know, Miami, Cleveland, me included, right? It was out there.
It was Cavs, Philly, Miami. It was one of the three. I don't think Miami was really in there.
But there was all that social media stuff.
Yeah, when they did that probably pissed him off. That fake presser or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so he's ring chasing now, right? So that's the whole
You
point of
call
this.
it whatever you want. Like Shaq saying no, he's just trying to build his legacy. It's not ring chasing. there is championship expectations with this roster.
You're LeBron James, and you take $4 million a year to go to Philadelphia. You're trying to win a ring.
Yeah.
Why else would you do it?
Yeah.
Makes no other sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Apparently, Cavs were actually considered. He wanted Kyrie on the team. He wanted him to trade Harden for Kyrie, and then he would have done it.
Well, I don't know. Does Kyrie want to play with him?
They didn't want to trade Kyrie.
Yeah.
Mavs didn't.
Yeah. Why would you? Who would want Harden right now? Harden for Kyrie? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
But even looking at this team, I feel like there's not enough basketballs around. Joel Embiid is going to be injured half the time. Jaylen Brown is kind of like a LeBron James, right? And all of them, Edgecombe, Maxey, they're average three-point shooters. They're not phenomenal three-point shooters.
Yeah, but look at this. Maxey, Edgecombe, and Jaylen Brown, they can win them games. Them three can hold that team down on their own.
Yeah.
All they got to do is get a top 6 finish. They just got to avoid the play-in. And LeBron and what's his face, Embiid, can play like 40 games.
Yeah, but
all they got to do is a top 6 finish.
Bro, you can't even count on them to.
But the East is stacked now.
Huh?
East is stacked.
East is stacked. You have Knicks if Toronto finishes Kawhi deal,
and
he ends up in Toronto, and you don't know where Draymond
is he, right?
Huh?
Where is he?
What the hell? Oh my god!
Crazy. But yeah, I don't know, man. You have the Knicks, you have the Raptors, you have the Heat.
It's stacked.
Yeah, it's stacked. I don't think it's so easy. Like people, clearly he brought back the super team era. On paper, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But typically, when a team like that wins, you have 3-point shooters around you.
Yeah.
Right. And he is in the East now, but still.
But they have Anthony Simmons was a 6th signing, and then they have Kelly Oubre. KCP just signed for 1 year.
KCP's washed now, man.
3-point shooter.
Yeah, but now he can't. I don't even know if he's a great 3-and-D guy in the playoffs.
Draymond hasn't signed yet.
They
DeMar.
don't need Draymond.
They can round that team out. I'm saying.
I think Raptors could use Draymond.
Yeah.
Raptors could use Draymond.
Let's get Kawhi.
Kawhi and Draymond. But like, I don't know about this whole thing. My whole thing would be, I will make a bold prediction right here. They're not going to win a ring. You call it hating. You call it whatever you want.
In the 2 years?
In the first year together, they're not going to win a ring. If he's staying there for 2 years, it's not a 1+1. It's a 1+1. No?
Yeah, he has a clause.
So if he loses 1 year out, they don't win a ring. You think he signs with Cleveland, retires?
Maybe.
That's a farewell tour,
Yeah.
right? I don't know.
He said this is his final deal. But
Are we tired of talking about LeBron retiring though? Like every time.
He's
every
gonna
couple of
retire.
months.
He can't play into his
They
60s.
didn't even make the NBA schedule until this guy signed. Now they make.
He's still running
Wow.
shit in
Yeah.
the league.
Because they needed to decide like what Christmas date. But imagine the schedule. Anytime the Knicks versus the Sixers, that's must-see TV.
Yeah.
Or even Raptors versus, the Knicks or the Sixers. Those are some phenomenal games.
It'll be tough just because how stacked the East is now, but they just need that top 6 finish. If they get into the playoffs and everyone's healthy, Embiid's healthy, LeBron's
if
healthy.
Embiid's healthy, he doesn't play half the
Big
time,
if.
man. Look at LeBron when he played with Kevin Love. Never really played together, right? When he played with when he went to Miami, Dwayne Wade was injury prone, right?
But this is the first time in his career Bron's gonna actually take a backseat.
Yeah, because he's 40 years old, man.
But he doesn't have to be the guy at all.
Because even if you wanted to be, you can argue right now. He's like the fourth best option on the team.
Yeah, he's fourth.
You can argue Maxey's better than Jaylen Brown if you want.
He might be the fifth.
That's what I'm saying.
If you want to play Edgecombe.
Yeah, like if you're Edgecombe's still a youngin', but yeah, I mean we'll see what happens. I think they don't win a ring. And
I think they get 1 out of the 2 years.
Obviously, Philly's gonna go crazy. It's a sports town, massive market. Kevin Hart, Wallow, all those people. They're
Smart
gonna go nuts.
move, yeah. He can live in New York too.
Nah.
He's lived in LA. Now he's in New York.
Yeah, East Coast life.
Good business.
You'll remember that scene in Fresh Prince where like Will Smith and his dad came and then his dad was going to take him on the road and then he didn't take him.
Yeah.
So they like AI'd Bronny and LeBron.
Oh my God, he left him in LA. Damn.
I wonder if LA keeps him or Bronny even stays in the league.
They still have a
afterwards.
roster spot. They can just come to Philly.
What the hell's going on with the Jays, man?
I don't know.
They're basically
I don't wanna
wasting
talk about
Dylan Cease's Cy Young year,
my
man.
God.
He's having a
Killing it.
phenomenal year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This shit's not working, man. I saw this kid the other day just air him out, basically being like they're so trash, and
I saw that kid too.
Right?
Yo, he knew his shit.
He knew his shit. He knew his shit.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you could say trade Varsho and trade Gosman, trade Hoffman, right? And for us, like Savage, I still have faith in, right?
Cease.
I think Varland is dope. I think Cease is dope, right? But then the hitters like Ernie Clement and Okamoto can't be your best hitters.
No, that's for sure.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we don't have the sluggers to finish anything there. So to me, and like what was happening in 2024, Vladdy was a home run hitter, superstar. Right? And this year, he didn't even 10 home runs yet.
He's got 6.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know, man. I'm still, I don't want to hate off Vladdy.
This is the down year because we had a down year in World Series. So this is a down year. Next year, World Series.
Yeah, that's what I would think too. But that's what I'm saying. Vladdy's not doing well. Last time in our down year, he had 30 homers.
Yeah.
6.
Gotta put some weight on.
But yeah, let's move off sports. Politics. So Canada-U.S. Trade tensions keep increasing, right? There's more tariffs.
Yeah.
Remember last week when you were saying that they should tariff Mexico for explosive diarrhea over the lettuce?
Yeah.
And if they're gonna tariff Canada for the smoke, well, they kind of did exactly that. He's talking about
this guy, man.
Here's a clip.
What we're going to do is we're going to put a major tariff on Mexico because of the lettuce, and we're going to put a big tariff on Canada because of the smoke. All right, we'll get a comment. Which would you have, the lettuce or the smoke? I think I'll take
You
the
don't
smoke.
want the smoke.
So stupid.
Yeah, the smoke wrecked my daughter's swim meet.
Well, it's closed up a lot of countries. I've told Canada they have to do something about it. You know, we've never had this problem. All of a sudden, we have this problem with Canada. So we'll have to talk to them about that.
Okay, so he's like, we've never had this problem.
You made the problem.
And you've had so many problems.
He's had a lot of problems. Like, come on.
No, he's saying he's never had it with Canada. He started the trade tension.
No, he's not talking about the trade. He's talking about the smoke.
They also have smoke coming this way.
Yeah.
They have forest fires.
Right? Did they forget about California?
And if you do your research, it's a pretty average summer for forest fires in Canada. I get it. Like, if you look at the smoke, it's orange, and we haven't seen it come this way the last 2-3 years. It's been a little crazy. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not an expert in this shit, but to me, from when I've researched a little bit, it's pretty average in terms of how many fires there are, or how many forests have burned and shit like that. Kind of just happens to be on one side,
and it's also happening in the States right now.
And I think this week it's happening north of BC.
Yeah.
So I think they're probably gonna get in Seattle. So we'll be right back here.
More tariffs. It's just funny to me though. He's the one who didn't want to renew CUSMA. He wanted to impose all these tariffs. He wants more tariffs on smoke. He's like, we never had tension with Canada. I don't know what's happening. You did it. You did all of it.
Yeah. No,
How do you put tariffs on smoke though? I don't get it.
No, he can't put tariffs on smoke. He's putting tariffs because of smoke.
Yeah.
Right?
Using it as
Like on what though?
On something.
He put it on like a bunch. He already did it.
Smoke tariff?
No. You can call it what you want, but you put it on a bunch of things to try to punish Canada, right? By that logic, like, you're unable to negotiate a trade deal, or not a trade deal, sorry, a peace deal with Iran to open up the Strait of Hormuz. By that logic, the whole world should be tariffing you because inflation's gone sky high, gas prices expensive as fucking hell, right?
Yeah.
And everyone should turn around and be like, oh, what the hell? The U.S. started this war, negotiate a peace deal. You guys are a superpower, end the war, do some shit, right? Like, we're tired of this shit. Yeah. Imagine if everyone was acting like him and just kept doing that shit. Nobody does that shit.
Exactly.
And they're just whack, man. Like, you know what the thing is with the Trump administration? With tariffs, that's the one thing that they don't really get too much pushback on from their own public, right?
Yeah.
Like, they don't get too much pushback from Americans on tariffs.
They don't, from the left either.
Yeah, so that's how Trump is. Yeah. He's just like, roll with it, and they'll just keep saying shit. I think the White House put out an image on Twitter the other day of like an air filter blocking Canada.
Yeah. So dumb.
It's funny
It's
though.
funny though, yeah.
It's funny though. Yeah. But at this point, like, I don't even think you can negotiate with Trump whatsoever, right? Which is something that I think a lot of Canadians stressed during the election season in Canada, which was like, Trump has nothing to do with this shit. Because clearly I think this would happen no matter what.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter even if Polyev had won. He would have a tough go with this guy.
It's not even a tough go. He doesn't negotiate.
Exactly.
He just does whatever the he wants all the time.
Yeah.
So you have to think 2 steps ahead and just do whatever the you want. At some point, he's going to lose money on certain things. You go, all right, cool. And you got what, 30 months? You got to, all you got is 30 months.
Maybe.
In 2 months, maybe he loses a midterm.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that. Yeah. There is that. Did you guys see all the bridge stuff? Where now there's a grand opening and people are still complaining about it. You guys see all this shit?
I saw that they were celebrating on their own. It was supposed to be a joint celebration.
And they canceled that because of this shit.
Yeah.
Right.
They were like playing hockey on the bridge or some shit.
Yeah,
really?
There's a bunch of things going on. I don't know. But I did see, like, so people on the left are just like, it's the same deal. You guys are dumb. He reworded it for the Americans to please Trump. That's kind of their idea. And people on the right are like, he's a liar. Fuck him. He's a liar. Right.
Yeah.
When in reality, sure. Right. He isn't. It's not the same deal. They've changed things like we talked about last week. Right. But if you look at it, I was looking at some of the toll prices. This is what matters logistically for trucking companies, for fleets, to free up traffic, for revenue, for a lot of things. Right. So the Ambassador Bridge, if you have an account with them, an Easy Pass, it charges $15 per axle, US dollars, right? The Gordie Howe Bridge charges right now $6.90 per axle, US dollars, if you have an account with them. Port Huron charges $7 Canadian per axle, which fluctuates based on currency, like $5 to $5.50. So it's way closer to Port Huron than it is to Ambassador Bridge. It's less than half the price of the Ambassador Bridge, right? So if anyone knows, so I went online and I checked. If you look at the backup on Port Huron Bridge, because of the amount of trucks that cross through Sarnia, because this is double the price, it's a lot, right? There's like a 3-hour wait in Port Huron for trucks, and in Ambassador is basically wide open because no one wants to cross it. Right? You might think $15 per axle is nothing, but every truck has 5 axles, right? And now, if you have 100 trucks crossing a day, that adds up, right? Especially in this economy. For sure. So then, if you now have an option of Gordie Howe, it is gonna clear up that traffic somewhat. Right. So, and that means shipping, goes faster and stuff like that. So there is a positive to it. If you look at it from that lens, but definitely if you look at just like, the deal and shit like that, we built it, we paid for it, and now somehow they get some of it. It's annoying.
That shouldn't even be up for debate. It's a bad deal.
In that way, yeah. But yeah, the White House correspondence dinner. This summer, like the news cycle is so boring that people were talking about this shit for so long. So this is like, how they first had that first one and then it got canceled because like some maniac tried to run through the security, right? Where Dana White was like, yo, it's the best
coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. He's still saying that.
So then Trump, so they had this second one, and I think we have a montage of it.
But after hearing the gunshots, many people yelled, get down, which caused Nicki Minaj to start twerking. You believe it? Get down.
What the heck?
She's the only one that really understood what that meant.
Even they didn't
Quite an evening. But tonight we come back together to answer that heinous attack with unwavering resolve, and every one of us here this evening to show that in America we do not yield to political violence. We can't do that.
Okay. We just created it.
And I think a lot was learned from that evening. A tremendous amount was learned about security and about other things, the dangers of what we all do. But just like my presidency, the second time is always better. It's always better. And the third time will be better yet. I'm only kidding. I do think we need term limits in Congress. I think term limits are very important because I see what's happening. The other day, a senator I knew got a text, a great guy, from his wife. And she said, when you get home, I want to have you immediately come up the stairs and make love to me. And he said, I can't do both. You know what? In other words, can't go up the stairs and make love. Does anybody get that? Well, I thought that was actually.
What was that laugh?
That was actually the only thing I thought was good in this whole freaking stupid speech that they wrote. That was the only good one, and that went down with not exactly great laughter.
Comedian.
I think, in other words, you can't go up the stairs and make love, too, So we're looking for term limits. Does anybody understand this?
So this guy, man.
This guy's so petty, man. You won twice already. Get over it. He's still talking about Obama, Biden. He's saying he's going to run a third term. And then he's like, we need term limits. Make up your mind, man.
He's like, I can't even do it. That's so good.
And then he has all these allegations against him, right? But he won't stop making weird sexual references.
Yeah.
Like he told one of the media girls there, he's like, you need to smile more. You don't smile enough. It's like, what are you doing?
Bro,
being himself.
Yeah, at this point, he's getting pretty old, man.
Maybe he's losing it a bit. He was
Yeah.
like, there was clips of him falling asleep here too.
Yeah, those
Yo,
clips
but
are
that
everywhere.
though, like, didn't we talk about it? He must be tired.
Yeah.
He must be tired, but
You
also
have to
he's.
be tired.
I saw a clip of him the other day where he was walking and he just falls in front of his car.
What?
What? How?
I don't know, but there's these people that
Someone
clearly.
help him? Or no?
Yeah, the security guard grabs him, pulls him back up.
I
right?
even
But
thought parts of this was AI. Like, I don't trust anything.
Bro,
I'm like,
how
yo, he
did
said
he-
this shit.
Yeah.
I think he was up on that stage running his mouth for an hour. That's an hour long.
It
Yeah,
looked
it was
like
pretty
a
long.
stand-up.
Yeah,
Right?
literally. He thought
Yeah.
he was doing
Yeah, it's like somebody
It's funny,
wrote a
though.
set
It
and
was
you
Yo,
have
the
to
like-
Get Down Nicki Minaj shit was funny.
It was more funny
Was
than
it,
I've
though?
normally
No,
found
it
him.
wasn't.
It was in poor taste. He's talking about a shooting, but like, get down, like,
No,
bust it
who
down.
gives a shit about the shooting?
What?
I just see
That's
it
what he's
as
saying,
like
dancing.
Yeah.
yeah, but I just see it as like they're taking Nicki Minaj and parading her around, right? Like it's like yo,
But
they-
why? What
Huh?
does she add?
The
Cultural
one black
shit.
friend he
Ev-
has.
Doesn't everyone hate? Well, yeah. Everyone doesn't like her anymore because she switched
That's
up.
not no. People are still Nicki Minaj
Yeah,
fans,
people
man.
still like
Whoever's
her.
yeah,
But
people.
I wonder if she thought that joke was funny.
I mean, it's whatever, man.
I
This-
was just, I'm always like,
even when he
actually,
jokes,
I'm not shocked.
even when he jokes about the third term, I've seen some
He
people.
threw on a Trump 2028
yeah, he
hat.
throws it on. He's like, I'm gonna run again. It's not a joke. And then he says it is
Then
a
he
joke.
says a joke. Then he's like, we need term limits.
Yeah, he says he needs term limits on senators because honestly, we're not used to it here. A lot of the politicians, like, or in the U.S. are old as hell.
Yeah.
Right? Like when Lindsey Graham died, everyone thought it was Mitch McConnell because half the time the guy's just staring there. Who knows what the fuck he's thinking? He's like fucking 90 years old.
Yeah.
What are you doing in politics?
It's true. What we need is age limits.
Age limits. Yeah.
Yeah, we in Canada.
We
look
need
at-
term limits.
Yeah,
We
look,
need term
look at
limits.
who was running for. Who look at our last prime minister,
Yeah.
right? Like he's
Look at
50
him
now.
now. He's living
right?
his
He's like, yeah,
best
he's living the
life.
teenage dream, right? He's living his teenage dream. Whereas, like even Paul, yeah, but I don't even think he's 50 yet.
Yeah.
Right, Carney's older, but Carney's not like these guys. Like you know, love or hate whoever you want.
Yeah, yeah.
Most, even Harper when he was prime minister, most of Canada's politicians kind of are that way. Even
Yeah,
MPs are, which I mean, it's both sides of it. If you are like in your 40s and 50s, you kind of know what majority of the country wants or needs.
For sure.
More so than
Yeah.
like out of touch people who are
For
80
sure.
or 90 thinking about what the was important
You're like, why are you
60
still
years
working?
ago. Right? It's just collecting these fucking paychecks. But his Trump like running for 2028 shit.
Yeah.
I've seen this guy who's like, yo, he's not joking, man. He's not joking, man. You know how he had that fucking press conference where he was like, hey, listen, China rigged the election. He's
Yeah.
trying to say that election didn't count, so he gets to run another time.
Oh my god.
Like, yo, you can only be a 2-term
You still
president.
served, you idiot.
Yeah, twice.
He's
It's
so
like,
petty. Imagine winning something twice and you're just talking about the past.
Yeah.
Get over your shit.
I think he's just lost it, bro. These guys try to control culture and they can't really control it anymore.
Yeah. Because he doesn't know what culture is. He's 80.
Yeah, it's easier to hate on when somebody else is in power. When you're in power and the country sucks.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, you know, causing inflation throughout the entire world.
He even said that. He's like, yo, my approval ratings are saying they're down. How did I win twice? They're down now because you keep doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Right? Can't people switch up?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Stupid guy.
But yeah, it's a summer, so people are hyped about that because there's much else going on. Right? People just check out and go on vacations and shit. But yeah, we have anything else?
Yeah. Did you guys see that video of Marlon Wayans? He was on that. He was doing an interview.
Oh, the parenting clip?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here, I
I saw
have
it.
it here.
The youngest is 3 now. Any updated dad advice? Because I mean, you were talking
Don't
about
hit him.
fatherhood.
Don't hit him.
He spanks his kids. Don't spank your kids.
Why not?
Because that shows that you're a poor communicator. They're a baby.
Yeah.
Why can't you talk to a baby?
Yeah.
Every time you spank your kid, you're taking your potential best friend and you're making them your worst enemy. You're hurting. You're hurting your potential best friend. And I know you're trying to teach them, but they don't need to learn that way. There's other ways to teach them, and they'll never forget those spankings. And there'll always be a part of them that resents you for that, and it'll take a lot of prayer and a lot to get over that. So just don't do that to them.
So
So challenge yourself to be a better communicator. I don't hit my baby. I only hit my other kids twice, and I felt terrible. And why would I do that to myself? When they were younger. When they were you hit? Yeah, my daddy whooped the hell out of me. And I would tell my dad, I got over it. We got really cool, but there was times I was in my teens, I was like, I should beat this old ass right now. For those ass, I should beat his ass, because you don't forget those things. And as close as I was with my dad, I probably could have been even closer a lot sooner if he didn't hit me. I think that put a wedge between us. There was some little resentment. And but like I said, I don't. This new baby, Axel, no, I don't hit her. I talk to her, I'm like, don't do that. Well, you don't do that. Well, why you? I asked you not to get on the couch. Would you listen to me? Yeah, but can you not yell at me? I won't yell if you listen the first time. Okay, and we would negotiate. And when you have that kind of communication, that kind of chemistry, there's no noise. A spanking is noise. So to remove the noise, what are you trying to do? Love my child. So don't hurt them.
Get it.
And they
yeah. How do you guys feel about this?
Dude, that was really well put. I want to keep watching it. Yeah, he says a lot of shit. Sometimes I'm like, yo, it's kind of out there. But at first I was like, yo, he didn't get hit. But then he clarified. I'm like, yo, most minorities hit their kids. I got hit.
I mean, Punjabi culture, man. Everyone gets we call it chapera or pumpers or chappal at times, right? Depending whatever.
Yeah, you're threatening.
No, but it was well put.
So well put. I agree with him 100%.
Yeah, but as looking at like parenting, I think there are two camps. There's people right now that still spank their kids, believe it or not, right? And they'll justify it in whichever way, they raise their kids. Who am I to tell somebody how else to raise their kids, right? But to me, I'm a girl dad, right? I never will do that.
But what if you were a boy dad?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's a little different.
I don't live in hypotheticals, right? Like if it happened, I think that my patience is enough where I can teach my child like respect and with having a conversation. Because usually when I start talking, people get bored as and just zone the fuck out too. If I start explaining something to my daughter, she'll be like, okay. I don't even care anymore. He's gonna break down every aspect. Let it go. Right? But I think it kind of like parenting. A lot of it is just patience, right?
No, because that's the key word.
Test your patience.
That's the key word.
Yeah.
For the most part, and like a lot of people who do spank their kids will be like, yo, we got spanked with our kids, and look at us now. Right, and that's kind of like
you suck now too.
Maybe that's the argument, or maybe it's like even if you turned out fine, how's your relationship with your parents? Right.
Yeah, like what he said about that, how he's like, how I have a good relationship. I had a good relationship. I don't know if he passed away, his dad.
Yeah.
But there must have been. He could have been even closer. Like sometimes I feel like that.
I felt that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of felt like that too when I was
whooped, but like, I got slapped.
I did. And then when I was a teenager, I was like,
like only by
maybe
my
I should go check this guy. I was like, what he's saying, I really felt it.
I feel like there's a lot that like where I was going with it was that if you think that you turned out so well, right? If your mom or your dad calls you now, are you gonna go running? Or do you love and respect them that much? If you're like, look at me, I turned out great, but what about the relationship between them, right?
Yeah.
Your parents call you, do you go running? Do you fix their problems now that they're 70, 80, 90?
Yeah.
Do you do it or do you not? Or do you go, this guy wasn't the greatest dad. No, she wasn't the greatest.
I gotta do this first.
And there is people who go like, no, I worked on myself and now that's why I do.
Well, hopefully you're grown.
No, that's fine. You shouldn't hold on to that shit and like punish the world and now pass it to your kids and shit like that. You should work on yourself.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that your relationship with them was great.
Yeah.
That means that you turned it great later.
That specific example, for example, like, I have been slapped in my life too by my parents. But if they called me today, I would go running.
Yeah.
So it didn't like.
But to me, a lot of parenting comes down to respect, right? If you can garner respect, if you can hold respect, if you can teach your kids to respect their elders, to respect people, right? That's what this disciplinary side of it is. That's not like everything about parenting, but that side of it, right? There's a lot of people I know my age right now that don't respect their parents. That think that they are the shit and fuck my parents. That's how they think, right?
Yeah.
Why do they think that way? Because the parents, even if they slapped them, beat them while they're growing up, they still didn't learn how to garner respect from a child, right? Right now, how do you garner it? You don't give them everything for a down payment on a car. You don't pay off their fucking student loans. You don't go, here's a down payment for a house. Oh, mom, dad, I need to go to Europe. Here's 10,000. Like, you know what I mean? That's what people do who have money. They just keep, and then they go, I don't know why the kids don't respect me. You've already fucking given them everything. Right? Like, it sounds fucked, but you can't just give them everything.
For sure.
When it comes toys and shit when they're kids, that's different, right? When it comes to when they're older, they gotta know, like, they're not getting the whole thing until you die. When you die, they get it all. And it's so weird, but if you do that, they'll keep coming around. It doesn't matter. They'll keep respecting, like, oh shit, man, they have those houses and cars I want. When they die, that's all mine.
But you're saying that, but like think about like our daughter asking us for down payment. Like our daughter's so sweet. Like she respects us. We respect her. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't say no to her. I'd be like, yeah, go ask your dad.
You
need a new car? Go ask your dad.
Nah.
And you'd be like, yeah, I'll buy whatever car you want.
Okay, I'm not trying to like say like I'm the best parent in the world or whatever. But most people who I'm around, like I've yet to really yell at our kid. I've like raised my voice like once or twice.
Yeah.
Never hit her, nothing like that. Nothing traumatic, trying to do anything, right? If you guys seen her out in public.
Yo, I seen you guys though. You guys have an unbelievable amount of patience. That's a word you said. It tests the shit out of your patience. I don't know if I have that much. I'm not a parent yet.
I don't even know that I've ever felt the need to hit,
she's
her.
never
I don't
even
want to like.
That's
I don't
what I'm
want
saying.
to do that.
It just
It's
kind of
weird.
goes
I don't
both
know.
ways. The respect
not
is there.
hit, not, but you like I would yell at some point, man. Like kids, it's just like constantly. Same question. There's
also
same
that.
question.
There's people that get annoyed by that.
Like, shut up.
That happens too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, go ask your dad.
Yeah, there's people that get annoyed by that. I don't.
No,
Right?
yeah.
Like
Pretenders'
I
patience is
enjoy
very high.
conversations.
No, Simmer's like
Yeah,
that too.
I don't get annoyed
I
either.
seen her. She's great with kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how our dynamic works. I don't got much patience. Yo.
No, because when she's going to bed, she'll ask all these questions, random ones. Dad, what are stars? Oh, they're just like the sun,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they'll ask even
Sometimes-
like little
yeah.
kids. Sometimes they're very inquisitive, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, they're not always gonna ask.
Yeah.
At some point, they're gonna stop
Yeah, yeah.
asking, right?
Yeah.
So if you are like the
They'll
same,
find the answer somewhere else.
Yeah.
so if you want to instill some morals and values, they come from these weird, curious like questions, interactions. It's not even with parents, like with their relatives, and other people they respect, and they're constantly having conversations. Their little minds develop that way.
sure.
That's why if you keep like-minded people around you, like a child's raised by the farm or like the village or whatever.
Yeah.
Farm. It's a yeah. I feel like. Okay, man, I don't know why I'm rambling.
You know what I like noticed? Like sometimes if I'm tired and I quickly want to put her to sleep and I want to get this over with, and she asks a million questions.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll check myself, and when you listen to her and how she what she's actually asking and how she interprets the world, it's actually really cool. Like the thing he talks about the best friend part,
Right?
I felt that too.
I'm like,
I felt a lot of things he said.
Yeah,
I'm like, that was a cool take. He's got some horrendous takes. That was a cool take.
Kids are cool that way, man. If you give them an opportunity,
You listen to them.
there's a lot of if you are injecting a lot of positivity, love into their life, you get it back tenfold, right?
Yeah.
Like I think one of the coolest experiences in my life, not one of the coolest, is becoming a dad.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing to me.
Sure.
I would trade anything in this world for it, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't think anything else even compares, even a little bit, right? The money, cars, houses, any of that shit, none of it matters.
Yeah.
But being a dad is really fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So
I
do
think
it, Indy.
It's patience. Maybe. It's patience, man. It's patience.
So we'll start with, if you could be a pro athlete, which sport would it be and why?
Which one you make the most money in? That one.
Really? That's the only
Right?
thing that matters to you?
No. I wouldn't want to be a fighter because
No.
you're
that's
losing too much
crazy.
brain
Yeah.
space. Yeah, football's crazy.
CTE is serious.
Yeah, and baseball is too many games in a season.
Nah,
it could be
baseball's
alright.
chill, yo.
No, but pitchers don't have long careers, right? Some batters
No.
do.
Closer.
Yeah, you want to be a closer. There's no fun in that to me. Yeah, that matters too, man. To me, it matters.
Yeah.
I think I would go hockey's too. I would go basketball.
At the end of the game.
I would go basketball. You get
closer.
paid one of the most,
Yeah.
right?
And now you can load manage so much. You can sit out half the season.
Yeah, you just play ball and that's it. There's no real they just flop on the floor and shit, but nobody really gets hurt. You make a shit ton of money.
Yeah, but can't you really get hurt? Like, doesn't it really affect your body over time?
You can, but of the
Your
sports
knees,
we named,
maybe?
that's probably the safest.
The
Baseball or
safest.
basketball.
Yeah.
So that's
like
what you would choose?
I would go with baseball as a closer or relief pitcher. So I'm going to pitch like 1 inning,
Okay.
throw like 20. Not that I can throw a fastball.
No, but you're a pro athlete.
But what you're saying to get hurt,
I'll get paid. And it's chill.
I feel like I get hurt walking around these days.
yeah. At some point, you're just getting hurt.
If
Don't matter.
you're also like working on your body, all these trainers, all this shit constantly, it probably also adds to your life these days. Look
Yeah.
at LeBron,
Yeah.
41 years old,
But the sport I played the most, basketball.
and it's
We all
it's,
had hoop dreams, man.
everyone
3, 2,
does.
1.
Who doesn't do that in their driveway, bro?
Game 7.
But yeah, I don't think there's any chance of for me. Like I would play. Oh, well, I was gonna say, I'm like losing my thoughts. Baseball. Do you guys know it's harder to hit a fastball than to pretty much do any
That's why I
other
would throw
sports
the
related
fastball. I
things?
wouldn't hit it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, it's harder
It's
to
very
hit a
difficult, yeah.
fastball than a half court NBA shot. I think by like metrics, like actual shit. Like people have tried this shit way harder.
Even when you just watch it like up close, a baseball game, when they're throwing the pitches, it's hard enough to catch that as a catcher.
Yeah.
I'd do something a little more lazy, like golf.
That's literally what I was gonna say. Or definitely
Tennis, because I feel like you can look cute.
Outfits.
Go to the US Open.
Yeah.
That would be cute. Yeah,
And you could get some cardio.
Yo, golf, you can play your whole life too.
Yeah.
Keep collecting them checks.
So
Golf's
that's what I would
underrated.
pick. You pick golf
Yeah.
too?
And
Yeah,
golf's
I would
something
pick
I want to
golf
get
just
better at in my life as I get older.
I feel like it's not
Golf's
that
cool.
much strain on your body too over time.
No, it is.
It
It's
is?
strain
Yeah,
on
you're
your mind,
swinging
man.
full-
No. But they still play. It's
Yeah, but
strain
you
on.
can like go and sit in your little car and like, go to the next one. Like it's not like a you know?
I mean,
Yeah.
we just golf to like
Yeah, we
get
just
away and
all
get drunk.
casually. Yeah, but I feel like it's like it's a lot harder than people think, and
Yeah,
you get
it's really hard,
frustrated.
It's
man.
hard.
Yeah,
Being
no,
a good
you'll get-
golfer is hard.
Pick.
Huh?
She said pick any. That means you're pro at something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you guys could be golfers.
Yeah.
You'll be a
Baseball.
baller. Baller.
Okay, so going off that, can you guys guess the top 5 highest paid athletes of all time, adjusted for inflation? So this is their career earnings
Damn. Okay.
of all time.
all
so
time?
all sports.
Including like endorsements and all of that, or just like
Yeah.
and like
Yeah,
salaries.
including endorsements.
Oh, endorsements and Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he's number 1.
Yeah. Braun.
He's number 4.
Yeah,
4.
LeBron's on the list.
Wayne
Messi.
Magic
Gretzky.
Johnson.
No.
Messi. Ronaldo.
Yeah, Messi is number 5.
Ronaldo.
And
No.
Ronaldo is number 3.
Okay, we're missing one?
Missing number 2.
Yeah.
2.
Number
How are we
2.
missing 2?
Ronaldo's 2, right?
Ronaldo is 3.
3.
Is it a baseball player?
A-Rod.
Nope.
Is it a baseball player?
hockey player?
No.
Hell no.
It's our sport.
Oh, golf.
Oh, Tiger
Oh,
Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Right?
It's our sport.
Really good at golf.
I've seen y'all golf, man.
Why? Now we're bringing this one.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. And with that, it's a wrap. Remember, we're not experts on anything. Neither are most other people talking shit on the internet. You guys should always do your own research. We'll catch you guys next week.
Take care, everybody.